Stop! My boyfriend's watching this now. It's kind of awkward. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're subscribed, if you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video enough to subscribe at the end, give it a little like, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about relaxed hair. And the reason I'm talking about relaxed hair is because I have nothing against relaxed hair. I just kind of wanted to do something different. But I did go through this stage when I was using different tips to get my hair to grow. And it actually grew a good amount before I decided to chop it all off. But it grew a lot by using these 10 tips that I'm going to tell you right now. So tip number 1. The first tip that I'm going to tell you is only go for touch-ups every 6 to 8 weeks. When you go to get your touch-ups, get it done at a salon if you can, unless you really know what you're doing, your hair salon stylist. I mean, there were a few times when I relaxed my hair myself and it wasn't a good idea just because, you know, there are probably spots in my hair that I over-processed by putting relaxer on hair that was already relaxed because you can't see the back of your head. The only person that can see the back of your head is another person, I guess. Unless you like have 2 mirrors or something and you have that whole system down, just go to a salon, a hairstylist. Most salons will charge you about like $50 to do it. And every 6 to 8 weeks, I mean, if you want healthy hair, you kind of gotta pay for it, you know? So do that, okay? So that is my first tip. Every 6 to 8 weeks, don't go any shorter because you really don't need it. If you're able to stretch it out even longer, I suggest doing that, but I wouldn't suggest going past 12 weeks because when you stretch out your relaxer too much, then that makes for a lot of tangles, and I've done that before just to like help with money, kind of. I wasn't going to the salon, so I had a lot of breakage at one point because I waited too long between relaxers. So 6 to 8 weeks I feel like is a good time. My second tip is to only use heat on your hair when you go to the salon to get your relaxer done. So you get your relaxer done and you get your hair blown out, and you know, you'll have it blown out for like 2 weeks. But after that, I mean, you really shouldn't use any direct heat. So by direct heat, I mean like a flat iron, unless like you have a special occasion, you need your hair done. But even then, there are other ways to achieve straight hair. Your hair is already chemically straightened, so there's no need to add heat on your hair to make it, like to add a flat iron on your hair to make it straight when there's other ways to do it. These other ways to do it that I've used is by doing a roller set, which that's still heat, but it's not direct heat. It's not as bad on your hair. You're not using a blow dryer and a brush and combing out and using a flat iron on your hair. It's not direct heat, so it's not bad. So do a roller set, and then after the roller set, you do like a doobie, or you do like, you know, the wrap that goes around your whole head after the roller set. And then you use saran wrap, kind of like a silk press, the saran wrap after, then you sit with that for a little bit, and then you take it down and your hair straight. I mean, you might need to flat iron a few pieces, but your hair is chemically straightened. You don't necessarily need a flat iron all the time. The way I used to wear my hair is I would just let it air dry. I mean, it wasn't like the cutest style, but sometimes what I would do is braid my hair up at night. And not necessarily do a braid out, but kind of just braid it so that it had some texture, so that in the morning, if I wanted to put it half up, half down, or put it in a bun, that it had some texture. There was a time where I did like kind of the stringy look, but that wasn't cute. So I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool. You know, you could scrunch the hair. When it dries, it ends up looking cute, but just let your hair air dry because you really don't need a blow dryer to dry your hair all the time. Tip number 3. Actually, that was my tip number 3, is to do a roller set and then a doobie wrap afterwards instead of using a flat iron. So that was my tip number 3. Tip number 4, if you are flat ironing your hair, which I have done on a few occasions, on special occasions, try to stick to using a titanium flat iron. I can't explain the science behind that. If you want to Google it, you can, but titanium flat irons are more healthy for your hair at a lower heat level. If you use a titanium flat iron at a higher heat level, it's more dangerous to your hair than a regular flat iron, than a ceramic flat iron. Use a titanium flat iron at a lower heat level than you would normally use, and it's healthier for your hair and also make your hair look a lot better. It gets your hair straighter. And if you want to curl your hair, just curl it with a flat iron. And if you want to curl your hair You could always just do a Bantu knot out. You don't need to use heat to curl your hair. Number 5, low manipulation. Try not to comb or brush your hair too much if it's not necessary. I combed my hair out probably once every 2 weeks. Like, it really wasn't necessary for me to comb my hair out all the time because I always wore it in a bun. That's just me. It may not work for you. Maybe you need to comb your hair out more, but everybody's hair is different. So I always did buns and ponytails, and you can kind of change it up. You could do a bun up here one day, a bun down here one day. You could do like I used to do like, the flat twist in the front and then the bun in the back, or like a braid in the front and then a ponytail on the back. You could switch that up a lot, and it's a cute hairstyle. So number 6, if there's ever a time where you do want some texture in your hair, which I did a lot, is I did Bantu knot outs, like actual Bantu knot outs where you use product. So I would use, usually I would use like a leave-in and then an oil, and then I would do the Bantu knots in like small to medium sections, and then sleep in that, make sure my hair is dry. In the morning, take them out and they'd be really cute. I'll insert a picture of that here. So say you have an event and you want your hair to be curly, you can just do that. There's no need for heat at all. Also, there are times where I've done braid outs, braid and curls actually. So you do a braid and then you put something on the bottom, because obviously relaxed hair doesn't really stay together that well. So you put like a roller on the bottom, or you could put a flexi rod on the bottom, or a perm rod or anything, and let that dry. And then the next day you would have curly hair. So you could do that. Number 7, to moisturize your hair, all I used was leave-in and oil. That's all I needed to moisturize my hair. Maybe you could use something more, maybe something a bit heavier. But that's really all I used to moisturize my hair. But I did that every day. Every day I started off by wetting my hair with a little bit of water to make it damp, putting in leave-in throughout my whole head, and then sealing that in with oil, and then going ahead and doing my low manipulation hairstyle, my bun, my ponytail. And that's what I did for a long time, and my hair grew by doing that. So tip number 8, I think I'm on now, is protein treatments. I feel like this is the main thing that really got my hair to grow, because as soon as I started doing this, I started retaining more length. My hair wasn't breaking off as much. Okay, all right. So the protein treatments that I used, and I did this a week before my relaxer, is the Aphogee 2-step treatment. I'm sure you heard of it. It's the stuff you put in your hair and then it gets hard and then you wash it out. Do that 1 week before each relaxer touch up and you won't have as much breakage. Like, this is key. This is the main thing that I did that helped my hair to not break off. So do that. Also, another protein treatment that I did was the Aphogee 2-minute Reconstructor. I did that every 2 weeks. So maybe 1 week I would deep condition or just use a conditioner, and then the next week I would do the 2-minute Reconstructor, because it kind of acted like a deep conditioner. So I kind of just did those back and forth. And if there was just like a day where I'm washing my hair and I felt my hair needed more oomph to it, then I would go ahead and do the 2-minute Reconstructor. It's not something that's like gonna ruin your hair, so you can use that anytime you want. But the 2-step treatment, like the big protein treatment, you do that 1 week before your relaxer touch-up so that your hair is prepared to be broken down again. Okay, number 9, trims. I got a trim every time that I got a relaxer touch-up, so that's every 6 to 8 weeks. Some say that that's too often, some say it's not too much. It's really up to you, but normally I would need a trim by the time my next touch-up was. That's just how relaxed hair is. It breaks off and you're gonna need a trim. So get your hair trimmed. And number 10, this is something that I feel like most people know, but you never know. When you go to bed, don't just go to bed. Put on a silk scarf, put on a bonnet, get one of those silk pillowcases. I have both. So I would wear my silk scarf and then have my silk pillowcase just in case your scarf falls off. You don't want that breakage or that dryness to happen just from a mistake of your scarf falling off. You can order a silk pillowcase on Amazon for not that much money. That's what I did. Guys, I forgot one more tip that I also started using when I was relaxed. This is kind of like known to everyone now, but at the time I didn't really know about it. But even when you're relaxed, use a sulfate-free shampoo because you need to keep that moisture in your hair. As soon as I started using sulfate-free shampoos, my hair changed drastically. Actually, my favorite shampoo that I used while I was relaxed and I still use now is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black African sulfate-free shampoo. It has apple cider vinegar in it, I forget exactly what it's called, but it says it's for like relaxed to natural hair, and it's the perfect shampoo for relaxed hair. So I actually put those details down in the info box down below in the description. And that was my last tip. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have relaxed hair, let it flourish, let it grow, take care of it, just like someone with natural hair would take care of their hair. Because I feel like that's kind of a stigma too. There are people that are relaxed and they end up hating their hair because they don't take care of it. It's the same as being natural. If you have natural hair and you don't take care of it, it's not going to look good either way. So relaxed hair needs to be healthy and natural hair needs to be healthy. And, you know, there are a lot of things that coincide, like that you can use in either or. Like, for example, leave-in oil. I use that in my hair now, and I did the same thing when I was relaxed. So a lot of these things, you know, can kind of mix and match, but there are some things that I don't do now. Like I don't need to use protein two-step. I don't need to do the two-step system in my hair right now. I'd probably like break my hair off because I don't need the protein right now in my hair. And yeah, all that good stuff. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on some things that you do for your relaxed hair if you are relaxed, or leave a comment on some things that you did when you were relaxed to give people some comments, because these are tips that I use, but everybody's hair is different. Everybody's different. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and stick around for the next video.